What's up, family? Hey, I apologize for looking tired. I was out in the sun fishing all day. Um, but I was asked several questions yesterday by a subscriber, and I want to jump on here and touch on those points. I wanted to sleep on it last night. I wanted to meditate and think about it and figure out how to best answer those questions. And so I've done that today. I've been out in nature and out at the lake and just been able to reflect and just take a moment out and pause and just deal with that. Interesting. It's all good. Stay with me. We're going to go somewhere. This is going to get deep. It's going to get kind of heavy. And for some of you, you're probably going to be like, but it is what it is. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for all of us if we pay attention. Okay? Stay with me. We're going to go somewhere. When I was a kid, again, I grew up in a Christian church, Christian home. We were apostolic. And there's so much. I learned so much from my childhood. And I didn't realize how my childhood prepared me for who I am today. Stay with me. My childhood, our childhood, everything we've gone through, good or bad, has prepared us for who we are today. Stay with me. We're about to go somewhere, okay? So, in this church, they've always told us that, you can't cuss and you can't be disrespectful and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, you know what I mean? And God's going to punish you and blah, 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 And as a little kid, and I was sitting there one day, we were all sitting there, and this lady came into church, and man, she was on one. She went to cussing the bishop out, and just going off on him, just telling him, that he's going to hell, and that just blah, blah, blah. She's saying all kind of stuff, just cussing him out in front of everybody, right? And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like stuck. I'm like, just tripping. I'm waiting for lightning to come through the roof and just strike this lady dead. Because that's the way they made it sound, as kids, that, you're just going to get struck down with lightning for disrespecting the house of God. That didn't happen. And so I'm like, man, I see you people totally different now. I understand the reason why y'all told us that, but I see y'all a little different now. You know what I mean? I'm not just believing everything y'all tell me. Stay with me. We're about to go somewhere. So they all come down. They're praying for this lady and blah, blah, blah. And she's laid out on the floor. She's spinning her head. It was an exorcism. Seriously, it was an exorcism. A real life exorcism. And this lady saying the devil is God and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, you know what I mean? So they got us kids in the back saying, the blood of Jesus so that we wouldn't get possessed by whatever was in this lady. And so my siblings and family members, they all terrified, and I'm just sitting there just smiling because I'm like, I want to see this. I'm sitting on the edge. And I kid you guys not, on everything, this green entity, this green spirit got up and left this lady's body. It was about 3 feet tall, 2.5, 3 feet tall, translucent. And as they walked down the aisle and got to where I was at, it stopped and looked at me. And I'm just looking at it, but I'm tripping because I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. How come ain't nobody else in the church paying attention to this? How come nobody else in church can see this? Why is it that I'm the only one that can see this thing? Stay with me. We're about to go somewhere. All these religious people talking all this stuff, but I'm the only one out of everybody in this church, over 100-something people there, and I'm the only one watching this green entity get up off this lady, walk down the aisle, walk to where I'm at, stop and look at me, and then turn and left the building. That blew me away, completely dumbfounded me. I realized a couple of things that night. Those people, as great as I saw them, as spiritual as I saw them, couldn't see this. All of their training, all their education, all the years they had worshiping God and all that other stuff, and they couldn't see this. And yet as a little kid, I had the ability to see this. Stay with me. We're about to go somewhere. A little later, growing up, and me and the siblings and the neighbors were having dirt rock fights, you know what I mean? And just all fun. And so they got their little fort in the back, I got my fort in the back, and we're throwing dirt rocks at each other. This is what we did as kids, you know what I mean? And I couldn't hit them because they were so hidden behind, their structure. Stay with me. It's all going to be connected, and it's all going to make sense. And so, as a young kid, it's like, man, I got to learn how to think outside the box. That's crucial. Stay with me. So I go inside the house, and I grab a bunch of sandwich bags, and I fill them up with loose dirt, and I lunge them in the air where the kids are at. And as the bags come falling down, all the dirt's falling on top of them. So now they're standing up and they're doing all this stuff because all this dirt's all in their hair, all in their face. Now while they're standing up doing all this, man, I'm lighting them up, you know what I mean? I was wearing them out, But I had to learn to think outside of the box. Stay with me. I grew up not really liking myself. Stay with me. It's all connected. I grew up not really liking myself, okay? And I didn't understand all the stuff, why I had to go through the stuff that I did, as far as being molested, as far as the people in my life, the girls breaking my heart, even as a young man and as an older man now, I sit back and I was like, dang, what the heck is going on? Why is it that I'm always getting my heart broke? Why is it that people just, they are what they are, you know what I mean? And it's like, again, I'm not faulting anybody. I'm not putting anybody down. Stay with me. It wasn't until this young lady reached out to me and asked me to help her with some stuff. It was like, okay, the guy that I am, yeah, no problem. We'll do. I'm talking to her. Just da. She didn't like it. She was a witch. And this is part some of y'all gonna be like, there are witches out there, you know what I mean? And to each their own. I know a lot of them. And some of them are great people, you know what I mean? Cool people. And some of them, man, it is what it is, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people in church that are cool people. And some of them, man, you know what I mean? Same thing, you know what I mean? And so she got mad. I wasn't trying to get with her. Didn't want nothing to do with her in that capacity. So she got a few other witches together and was lying on me and was telling them all kinds of stupid stuff and, trying to do stuff to me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But it wasn't until there was a witch in church. Stay with me. There's witches that go to church. There's witches that sit up in the church. It wasn't until a witch in the church started lying on me and started trying to get people turned against me that it hit me that, man, I must be somebody. I must be rather important if all of these things are happening to me. Stay with me. This is not boosting my ego or anything of that nature. I realized my value by these haters, by these people walking out of my life, by these people breaking my heart, by these people doing stupid stuff, by these witches in and out of church lying on me and conspiring to do things to me and to destroy my credibility. That's when I realized that, man, I'm here, and why I'm here is crucial. All the crap that I've gone through, it was to get me to stop. All the crap that I've gone through, it was to get me to give up. All the crap that I've gone through was get me to turn my back on humanity. All the crap that I've gone through was get me to just throw life the finger, throw humanity the finger, and be like, I'm out. You know what I mean? I don't give a crap about y'all. You know what I mean? That's why all that stuff occurred. But it also occurred to show me who I really am. to show me why I'm here. And I'm here to be a loving, compassionate, giving, caring individual to help others reach their full potential, to help others heal through the trauma and pain that they've gone through. So all the things that you've gone through, good or bad, man, count it all joy. You know what I mean? Count it all joy. It's all good. Every time somebody breaks your heart, every time somebody does something stupid and ignorant, and you be like, man, it's all good. And I said it at the beginning of this video, everything's always working out for me. Everything is always working out for you. But because we don't understand that, and because we don't stop to take a pause and look at things from a different perspective, we become bitter, we become angry, we become disappointed, and we give up on certain things, and we become tainted. You know what I mean? We cannot stay in that mentality and grow and reach our full potential. Okay? You have to understand that it's all good. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. And when you understand that everything you're going through, no matter how good it is, no matter how bad it is, no matter how disappointing it is, when you're able to count it all joy, when you're able to understand that, hey, this is helping me reach my full potential. I don't understand it right now. I may not see how this is helping me right now. I may not understand how this is helping me right now, but I trust and I know that it's going to help me. And in time, the proper time, the understanding and the revelation will be made clear to me. But in the meantime, I'm not going to get bitter. In the meantime, I'm not going to get angry. In the meantime, I'm not going to become tainted. I'm going to remain loving and compassionate. I'm going to continue to be a blessing to all those around me. Because that's why I'm here. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.